Hello, precious people. Alina Phoenix here, and I thought I'd bring you another 11-minute and 11-second update because it just seems like, well, it's a really good number that I like a lot, and I would like to start getting in the habit of doing some shorter things more consistently. So, welcome to today's 11:11 update. I'm going to grab my Prism Oracle, which is my favorite deck, and we're going to shuffle a couple of times and we're going to see what the Prism Oracle has to say to us today. We're going to do a general check-in. First one, energy on its way out is illumination. Illumination. Yeah, there's been a lot of disclosure lately at the highest levels on some things. What with certain Epstein files being released, certain things being updated on the CDC website that is of intense interest to the truther community. This seems to me to mean that these kind of revelations might slow down for a little bit. That's what that seems to mean to me. It also seems to signal a period of more intense confusion for people because we like to have a good sense of what is going on with the world. And I think that a lot of these revelations that are coming out are really kind of rocking people's foundations, rocking people's worldview. What they thought they knew about the world just turns out not to be true. And now that these kind of informations are coming out from like the highest offices in the land, there are a lot of people that are rejecting the information outright precisely because of the people that are bringing it forward. It's not the information that they have a problem with, it's the people bringing it forward that have closed their minds and made it so that they're unwilling to be receptive to this information. So it's really important, especially when we are being exposed to information that challenges our beliefs, challenges our long held assumptions, that we don't reject things outright just because the channel that it's coming through is not necessarily our favorite. I think that it is important to verify things and actually look at the quality of the information rather than rejecting it outright because of the source. Energy coming in, fear. That does not surprise me. That does not surprise me, especially in terms of the CDC website updates. That is all up and down my feed today on Facebook. All of the people in the vaccine injury community are shouting from the roofs, hallelujah, that the information that we have known and had for decades is now finally being acknowledged at the top levels of our government. However, this knowledge has been so suppressed for so long, and the propaganda of the science is settled, trust your doctor, that sort of thing has been going on for so long. People literally believe in vaccines with the fervor of religion. And now that religion is being rocked to the core. And there is a really, really terrible prospect that we are staring down the barrel, that maybe these people that we have trusted with the health and well-being of ourselves and our children for generations, maybe they've had it wrong all along. And that is a horrible, horrible thing to have to look at. It is a horrible thing to have to look at our belief that this is the pinnacle of medical science and it's not what we were told it was. And that is bringing a lot of fear for people because, my God, if that's wrong, then what? How are we going to protect ourselves? There's a big fear there. Oh my God, what did I do to myself and my children when I took those things? There's a big fear there. Oh my God, how can I trust my doctor? How can I trust my government? How can I trust anyone or anything? That's a big fear. That's a big fear. And it's all being stoked right now. And we're also seeing big fluctuations in the financial markets. The inflation has been going on for so long, and we've got the holidays right around the corner, and there's a big fear coming up. How am I going to pay for all of this? So these are real legitimate fears that are coming in right now in society, and how we navigate this is really going to um, impact our own personal comfort level and our ability to navigate this with ease and grace. Now, I myself have been in the vaccine injured community for over 20 years, and I have been on the side of receiving hate, literal hate, because the experience that my family had. And that sent me down the rabbit hole of research and revealed to me that this whole thing's been based on a lot of lies and marketing statements for a really long time. And I've lost friends, I've lost family, I've been censored on the internet, I've had posts taken down, I've received hate mail and death threats. Like, it's not good to, first of all, be vaccine injured and then have to endure that kind of abuse as a result of having that experience. And that's been the way it's been in our society for so long. And now finally, the parents, the families, the people that are just like me are starting to get acknowledged that our experience is real, that it did happen. And, there's reasons for it. And that's something that is just shaking our society to the core. All of it is, all of it is. So the lesson that we're learning right now, magic, magic. This is really interesting because, you know, I think that that's a direct counter to the fear, is how can we learn to use manifestation in our life to create a life for ourselves that we are going to enjoy regardless of all of this fear and stuff that's going on. The process of evolution and the process of enlightenment and the process of the ascension and the process of moving to peace on earth is going to be a necessarily destructive process. In order for the good things that we want to arise and come into being, certain other things that have been around for a very long period of time that are not to our benefit, but pretend like they are going to have to come apart. They're going to have to. And there's a magic in the destruction of things. There's a magic in the uncertainty, in that it opens new opportunities for us to learn more about who we are as people and to change the course of our lives entirely. So you get to choose what you're going to do. Are you going to let this fear paralyze you? Are you going to use it as a inspiration to change, as an inspiration to find the truth, as an inspiration to figure out exactly what it is that's going to help you be happy, healthy, whole, and free? Are you going to tap into the magic that exists inside of you, that exists inside of all of us? It's there. I live a very magical life. And in fact, tonight we are doing the Worldwide Channelers Retreat. And there's a free ticket down there for you in the description thingy. So please come learn how to create magic for yourself, because that is what we are learning to do right now. I know that a better world is coming and it's on its way because I'm part of the movement and the people that are literally making it happen. Advice from our higher self: balance, balance. So we are going to have to figure out how to balance out all of this fear, all of this uncertainty, all of this challenge that we are facing globally right now. We're going to have to figure out how to be balanced on the inside of ourselves, regardless of all of the stuff that's going on out there. And it's not necessarily an easy thing to do. And for myself personally, I always bring it back to, what do I have control over? I have a very short list of things that I can control, and it's the same list for you. It's very, very short. I'll give it to you right now. 1, my thoughts. 2, my actions. End of list. All we have control over. Some people would add feelings to that list. I wouldn't, because my feelings just arise. It's how I think about them and what I do about them that I have control over. So refocus on your areas of control, your thoughts, your feelings, put those in order, and let the bad things in the world go on without you. Final card, the outcome of this period in our life. Disruption. Who's shocked by this? Who is shocked by this? But can we find balance in the midst of all of this disruption? Because our lives, they're just not going to look the way that we're used to it. And that's actually a good thing. So that is going to bring me to the end of this update. Thank you so much for spending this time with me, and I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. When we release an inherited pattern, it releases from our entire family line. Join me once a month for the Ancestral Healing Group Zooms at phoenixhealingcreations.com.